Hello, welcome students to our another session of lecture. And previous some lecture, you perhaps noticed that we are discussing about different chapter or different aspect of shell programming. So our shell programming video also will be continued. Already we have discussed some basic and some other programming aspect of shell programming up to decision control structure, loop control structure, various type of structure, and we will continue about that in successive lecture videos. And along with that, uh, we have started some other essential also about the Linux administration or system administration. So let us today start our discussion about the some essential system administration topic. And now let us look at the some basic feature of the system administration. Now what is system administration? You can ask first time that what is system administration, or what is the job of the system administration. So you can say that the job of system administration involves the management of the entire system. It is ranging from maintaining user accounts, security, and managing disk space to the performing backups. These things. That means if you say in a words that system administrator actually maintains or manages the different resource handling, way of resource handling in the system, and also the way of account handling in the system. That means whoever are using the system, managing them, those who are using the system, who can use, who cannot use, who can them, along with that the resources, which resources can be used by whom, which resources to how much extent it can be used. All these things is the basically job of the system administration. And here it of course it is a burden uh, to maintaining the system or the system administration job, but however it is manageable because you know that Unix is more easily maintained and well documented than most other systems. So Unix, using Unix or Linux also, because Linux came after Unix. So in Linux also these things are more or less manageable. Now here you can ask that what the things we can do here, and along with that what the things we should follow. Now first let us discuss about some basic things as account holder, that is root. So first let us start with root. So root is the system administrator or super user, you can say, or root. So root is the basically actually the system administrator. and the Unix system actually provides a special login name for the exclusive use of administrator. It is called root. This account doesn't need to be separately created but comes with every system. So here the root system is not you have to create separately. It is a by default user which is present in every system, and whenever you install some system, so that root password you have to give at the time of installation. So generally this is a default user in the root, and the whenever you will install a system, you have to supply the password whenever it is necessary at the time of installation. If you install some system already, I think you have noticed also that you have to set some root password in any fixed stage of installation. Now actually the let us move to the next page here. Here is some example, that is login. Suppose a user is logging in at the time of installation, login, root, password. After at the time of installation some password has been set, and here they are giving that password. So root, then password is showing as stars, and in maximum time in Unix or Linux system the password will not be displayed. Here it is showing as series of star, but sometimes it will, maximum times it will not display in the screen. And after giving the password, after entering, then your command prompt will change to hash. There is a symbol of the root. It is called as prompt. So the prompt of the root is hash. Other prompt are used by non-privileged user. That means a root is also sometimes called privileged user. That is also there. And dollar or percentage, those are also some prompt which is used by non-privileged users. Actually, once you log in as root, you are placed in root's home directory. Now, depending on the system, this directory could be slash or slash root. So, in generally we notice that slash is represented by the root directory. In on modern systems, most administrative commands are present in slash sbin or slash usr slash sbin, like that. But in some older systems, the prompts may be different, and here are some example of prompt we have given, that slash sbin slash bin slash usr slash sbin, like that. Some other example also have given, as you can see in the writings. So those are the some examples. Now let us move to the next page here. Now you can see that since the super user has to constantly navigate the file system, it's possible that he might inadvertently execute programs and scripts written by other users. That's why the path for a super user doesn't include the current directory. So why? Because actually the super user constantly actually navigate. That means super user constantly explore the file system, different file system, and it is also possible that he might execute programs written by other users. that also you might execute. So that's why mainly the path for a super user doesn't include the current directory. Now here you can see that many of the standard script supplied with Unix system for system administration work, especially the script related to booting, rely on bourne shell for execution. So whenever many Unix system, mainly those are supplied standard scripts which are supplied with the Unix system by default for system administration purpose, rely on bourne shell for execution. So bourne, that's why the bourne shell and later on bash shell have to be present in your system, and it is by default it is present there. And as administrator, you have to carefully weigh the consequence the corn shell, since scripts developed on the this shell may not run on another host which may not have this shell. So as you know that corn shell is not present everywhere. So it may be present, may not be present, but bourne or bash shell is must have to be present. So something if you write in the corn shell, or if you are doing anything executing the corn shell, then there may be a problem in other system where corn shell may not be present. Okay, so these are the some basic idea and overall discussion, initial discussion about the system administration, and we will also continue these system administration videos also in our successive series of lecture video. So for this video to this much, thank you.